Hey guys, alright, so I figured I would make, I just want to make sure you can see me, this video about how we found out we are pregnant. I am an emotional wreck today, and I'm getting a cold, so my nose is already, like, red, and then I totally just, like, freaked out. So I was crying so hard I couldn't catch my breath. I honestly do not remember the last time I've cried that hard. Maybe like middle school. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So today I'll give you a brief update. I'll probably talk about it in my pregnancy vlog. But today's my birthday. No need to say happy birthday. And my husband had lunch plans today with some friends. And honestly, it's fine. Like usually our work does like a huge celebration and whatever. So it was honestly no big deal. However, today, for some reason, it was a big deal. I was okay with it this morning. I was okay with it last week. 1 second. Not okay with it today, like during the day. Poor guy, I totally like freaked out, and I've just been a wreck. So the emotional part of the pregnancy is in full swing. It's horrible. Oh my gosh. I honestly don't know the last time I cried that hard. So on to our story. Alright, so on February 7th, I was sewing. So Cannon ripped a leg off of Deacon's favorite turtle. And I was sewing the leg back on before Deacon could see it. And while I was sewing it on, I was like, well, I need to go take a pregnancy test. And I was only 9 DPO. It was like, even when I was grabbing it out of my little cabinet, I said, I know it's going to be negative because it's way too early. And with Deacon, it took me, I was like a week, I don't even remember. A little after my missed period, I got a negative blood test. So I was like, it's way too early for me, this and that. Well, I took the test, and it was the weirdest test ever. It was like some odd, like, blob on the positive pregnancy line. And you'll see it, but here, I'll show it to you right now. Again, can you see this? It is the weirdest thing ever. So that's when I was like, okay, I think there might be something there. I'm going to go take I'll take a first response, and I'll see. Now, mind you, this is at like, should I write it on the test? It was in the afternoon, so it was a really weird time. And, let's see here. No, I didn't write it down. Oh, I did, but it's like gone. I don't remember. It was in the afternoon. So, I took it, and then I was like, alright, I think there's something there. So I took the first response, and yeah, there's a faint line. In fact, the faint line was actually darker than the line I got with Deacon at, I don't know, like 3 weeks, 21 days, or 20-something days DPO. It was crazy. So, totally freaking out, like, I was in complete shock, and it was like, okay, I'm pregnant, holy crap, like, finally, and, that was when I didn't tell my husband right away. In fact, I called Megan right away, because we had been talking all day, and it was just like, I didn't even know what to do. I was in absolute hysterics. I was hysterical. I'm looking at my pregnancy test. So I took that one, and then I was gonna take a digital test on the next morning and have my husband read the results so that he could see a test for the first time and this and that. Well, I thought I'd do it in the morning because I was like, there's no way a digital test is going to pop positive. And then I decided to take a dollar store test. So I said, if the dollar store test is positive, then I will take a digital test at night and let him see it. Well, it was negative. And it was just like, but, it's got to be positive. I'm pregnant, right? So I took this little testy poo here, and it was so funny. While it was flashing, I'm like, just say pregnant. You know I'm pregnant. Say pregnant. You know it. I'm like coaching the test to say pregnant. And it pops pregnant. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my gosh. I've never taken a digital test before. In fact, this was the first digital test I've ever taken. So it was really exciting. And they're really, really cool. So I took my little digital test. And I want to show you guys something cool about these tests. Actually, I'll show it to you on the other one. I'll show it to you on this one because it was 9 DPO. And I went downstairs and I said, okay, well, I'm going to go pee on a test. And he's like, why? It's silly. It's so early, this and that. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'll just pee on one and you can read me the results because I don't want to get heartbroken. Oh, it doesn't look good anymore. Anyways, you can take these tests apart and the actual test strips right here, so you can see the lines. You just have to flip it over. In case you're wondering. So they're pretty sensitive, but if you take it apart, you can really see good stuff in there. Anyhow, and I'll show you guys the video of him finding out, because he tried to trick me and say, oh, it's too early, it's, you know, and he tried to play it off as it being negative, and I'm just like, what? Like, wait, it just said pregnant, but I didn't say that, but in my mind, I'm like, what the hell? Why did it change its mind and say not pregnant? But, it was cute. He was real excited. So, that was the day that we found out we were pregnant. And then what we did, and I'll just show a video on this, is I'll show you guys how I announced my parents. Believe me, I wanted to tell you guys from the get-go, and I have been making pregnancy vlogs. However, today I'm 5 weeks and 3 days. We had to tell our parents first, and then I had to tell my work, and I had to announce it to our family and friends, and it's just been, it takes forever. So we sent our parents, you know, a little announcement. I'll show you guys what we sent them. What's my time at? I can't even see. Anyhow, I'll show you guys that. So then they found out. So after his parents finally found out, they found out the week that Megan was here. So the week that I was off work. So I couldn't announce to anybody because I had to tell my work first. I mean, that's ethics right there. Like, you have to. So I told my work yesterday. And then after I told my work, my husband and I were both able to announce it on our Facebook, like our personal Facebook pages. I'm a horrible, horrible Facebook mom. I am not on there nearly at all. I'm a horrible Facebook person. So we were able to tell my work and then tell our family and friends, and then as soon as I got home from work, I created the video I showed you guys yesterday, and I was able to announce to you guys. So I'm sorry that it took so long. Oh, it was horrible. It was so horrible. I was just busting at the seams. So the 2 videos you saw last week, I had pre-recorded. I didn't even want to do anything because I'm like, if they see me, they'll probably know. Even though today I look like a freaking hot mess. I swear I was cute this morning, and then oh, my head hurts now from crying. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's so stupid. And then I'm crying so hard I can't catch my breath. I start laughing at myself. Like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. It was horrible when my husband calls me and he's just like, I don't understand what you want. You're telling me missed messages. He's like, I don't understand. And I'm just like, I know. And I'm just crying. I'm like, I don't get it either. And I'm like laughing, and it was so stupid. That's the best way I can describe it. I felt like an idiot. So now I'm going to show you guys all the pregnancy tests I've taken. As you will soon see, I am a pee on a stick-aholic. I absolutely love peeing on a stick. Some of them are going to look like my pee was really yellow. I don't have to explain this, but I'm going to anyways. But, it wasn't. Actually, I have a personal goal, and Jen, don't laugh at me, every single day of peeing clear. By like 11 a.m. I drink so much water, so it's my vitamins. They do wonders and make things fluorescent. So some of the tests look kind of funky, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've got a couple pregnancy vlogs to upload. I've got belly shots, which are really ugly right now. Oof. And then I have some baby stashes, and I've just got so many fun videos to upload. So I'll be uploading those, and I just want to thank you guys so much for all your well wishes and your congratulations and your support and everything else. It's been absolutely fantastic. So after February was our 6th month, we started, well, August 5th is when things kind of just stopped, and then so August, September, October, November, December, January. So it's hard to what to count it, because I found out in February, so that would have been 6 months. I don't know. It felt like forever. So anybody out there who is trying, I wish you the best of luck. It's hard, and I'm gonna do a video about not thinking about it, because that's harder. Yeah, so I think that's it. I'll show you guys my tests now, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Alright, here are the pregnancy tests I took. I'm sorry to say that this isn't all of them. Alright, so 2-5, I took a test because I thought maybe OvuQ was right, and I ovulated earlier than I thought I did, and it was negative. And then this is when the story began, these 4 tests right here. And it's a story I just told you guys about. But can you see this here? See how it's like a blob? How weird is that? And I was just like, it's just weird that there's ink, you know, there. It was odd to me. And then, can you see the line? This was negative, and this said pregnant. And these were all taken later in the day, which is crazy. This was taken very late at night. The 8th, I got a super faint line. The 9th, can you see that second line? You can't see it there. These tests are so much better. Here was a 9th, too. You can, like, not even see it. It's hard to see even in real life. The 10th, it said pregnant. Ooh, messing up my test here. 11th, can you see the line started to get a little bit darker? And it's so dark because of my vitamins, I swear. I drink so much water. The 14th was Valentine's Day, so that was a week ago in a day, and then I'll show you a week later. The 15th, gauge, really? The 17th, the 19th, and these are OPKs. So, and then this was today. Look at how dark it was. So, and then I don't know what that was from. I should have wrote on it. Here's a week's difference. Crazy, huh? I take, my vitamins make, I'm sure you guys know, my pee super yellow. So, anyhow, yeah, those are the tests, and it's pretty fun to see the progression of the hormone getting darker, light, darker, darker, and dark. So, those are my tests.